हाय स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू स्मार्ट वर्ल्ड स्कूल ऑफ कंप्लीट एजुकेशन। और आपका एक बार फिर से स्वागत है आपके इस चैप्टर में। हम इस चैप्टर में आप इंग्लिश मीडियम के बच्चे हो और बहुत सारे बच्चों को होता है कि कुछ डिफिकल्ट वर्ड्स होते हैं जो आप पढ़ नहीं पाते हो। तो इस चैप्टर को हमने 4 अलग अलग क्राइटेरिया में रखा हुआ है ताकि हर बच्चे को ये हर लैंग्वेज में समझ में आए। तो पहले तो ये रीडिंग करके हमारे टीचर्स आपको बताएंगे, तो रीडिंग का पूरा वीडियो आप देखिए, एंड तक देखिए ताकि आपको रीडिंग समझ में आए। उसके बाद में आप हिंदी एक्सप्लेनेशन के वीडियो को देखिए ताकि आपको सारा जो इंग्लिश का कॉन्सेप्ट है वो हिंदी में भी समझ में आ जाएगा। फिर आप मराठी एक्सप्लेनेशन देख सकते हो, तो मराठी में भी जो बच्चे हैं उनको भी फायदा होगा। साथ ही साथ में बच्चों, अगर आप नॉन मराठी हो लेकिन आप महाराष्ट्र में पढ़ रहे हो, प्लीज आपको भी मराठी में ये चैप्टर देखना चाहिए ताकि आप मराठी भी समझ पाओ। और उसके साथ साथ में यही चैप्टर आपको इंग्लिश में भी एक्सप्लेन किया गया है, क्योंकि आप इंग्लिश मीडियम में पढ़ते हो लेकिन ये होता है कि आपको इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आता, क्योंकि आप इंग्लिश तो हिंदी समझने में ही अपना पूरा टाइम लगा देते हो बच्चों। तो प्लीज इंग्लिश एक्सप्लेनेशन को भी आपको देखना है और समझने की कोशिश करनी है। नए नए वर्ड्स आपको वहां पर सीखने मिलेंगे और आपको किस तरीके से सो हाउ बेसिकली यू कैन speak in English and you can understand every word and the sentences flow, right? So please, if you listen to English explanation, then definitely you don't have to by heart your question answers, you can write it very effectively. अगर आप English explanation सुनते हो और अपना वीडियो English explanation में बना करके भेजते हो बच्चों, तो आपको बिल्कुल भी क्वेश्चन आंसर बाय हार्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। यू कैन राइट ऑन योर ओन, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो हम ऐसी पढ़ाई आपके लिए करवाना चाहते हैं, ठीक है। अगर आप करना चाहते हो और आगे बढ़ना चाहते हो तो इस चैप्टर को एंड तक देखिए। हमने एक पूरा ऐसा मेथड बनाया है जहां पर आप बच्चे जो है इस चैप्टर को देखोगे, रीडिंग, एक्सप्लेनेशन, हिंदी, इंग्लिश, मराठी, सारी चीज़ों को। और आप अगर हमारे साथ पर्सनलाइज्ड एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म पे जुड़ोगे तो आप यहाँ पर कुछ प्राइजेस भी विन कर सकते हो। आपके सारे चैप्टर्स एवरीडे एक पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट का वीडियो आपको यहाँ पर मिलेगा। लेकिन उसके लिए पहले आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना पड़ेगा। अगर आप पहली बार इस चैनल पे आए हो तो तुरंत से अभी सब्सक्राइब कर लो ताकि हर रोज एक सब्जेक्ट का आपके सिलेबस का एक वीडियो आपको मिले यहाँ पर, और आप जो है उसे सही तरीके से पढ़ करके आगे बढ़ पाओ, राइट। सो आपको एंड में मैं आपको टाइम टेबल भी दे दूंगा कि किस तरीके से कौन से दिन कौन सा सब्जेक्ट होगा और कौन से वीडियोस आपके सामने आएंगे, राइट। सो उस वीडियो को देखने के लिए आप तैयार रहिएगा। और हम जो है इस सारी चीज़ों को बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीके से पर्सनलाइज्ड मैनर में आपके लिए तैयार करके रखे हुए। बस आपको वीडियो देखना है, एंड तक देखना है और आगे बढ़ना है, राइट। सो ऑल द बेस्ट स्टूडेंट।
Hello students, welcome to Smart World, a school of complete education. Today we'll be covering chapter 28 from English, The Sword in the Stone. King Arthur, famous in legends and history as one of the bravest and noblest kings of Britain, grew up as an orphaned youth before destiny intervened in the form of his protector and guardian, Merlin the magician, to reveal his true identity to the people of Britain. In ancient Britain, at a time when the land was invaded by wild barbarians, the good and noble Lord Uther fought them bravely and drove them away from his land. The people made him king of Britain and gave him the title Pendragon, meaning dragon's head. King Uther Pendragon ruled Britain wisely and well. The people were content. But very soon the king died. It was thought that he had been poisoned by some traitors. There was no heir to the throne of Britain. The powerful lords and knights who had been kept under control by King Arthur now began to demand that one of them should be crowned King of Britain. Rivalry grew against the lords, and the country as a whole began to suffer. Armed robbers roamed the countryside, pillaging farms and fields. People felt unsafe and insecure in their own homes. Fear gripped the country, and lawlessness prevailed over the divide. Nearly 16 years had passed since the death of Lord Arthur. All the lords and knights of Britain had assembled at the great church of London for Christmas. On Christmas morning, just as they were leaving the church, a strange sight drew their attention. The churchyard was a large stone, and on it an anvil of steel, and in the steel a naked sword was held, and about it was written in letters of gold, "Who shall pull it out, this sword is by right of birth King of England." Many of the knights could not hold themselves back, fancying themselves as future kings. They rushed to the stone and attempted to draw the sword from its steel anvil. They pulled it with all their might, but none of them could so much as move the sword. Obviously, the man who might draw the sword and prove himself to be our rightful king is not amongst us this morning, said the archbishop. However, every man who wishes to try his hand at drawing the sword is free to do so. For the next few days, he who draws the sword will be crowned king. And to celebrate the appearance of this magnificent sword and prepare ourselves for the arrival of a future king, we will hold a magnificent tournament on a New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, a great number of young and brave knights gathered to attend the church service. After that, they met in the field nearby to participate in the great tournament. Dukes and counts, earls, barons, and knights crowded onto the field. Among them was Sir Ector, a noble knight. He was accompanied by his two sons, Sir Kay and young Arthur. Kay was his own son, who had been recently knighted. Arthur, whom he had brought up as a foster son, who actually an orphan, whom he had raised as his own child. The good Sir Ector loved both his sons dearly. As son Kay was preparing to join the tournament, he realized he had left his sword behind at home. Hastily, he summoned his younger brother and said to him, "Arthur, you want me to win this tournament, don't you? Then you must help me out. Take my horse and gallop home as fast as you can. Get my sword and rush back here at once." "I am going," called Arthur, rushing off at once. "You shall have your sword sooner than you think." As he rushed past the church, a glint of steel caught his eye, the blade of a sword shining brightly in the morning sun. The sword was mounted on an anvil on top of a block of marble, right in the middle of the churchyard. It was the magic sword in the stone, but Arthur knew nothing about it. All he saw was a sword that was available for taking. "Kay shall have his sword straight away," Arthur said to himself. He ran up to the stone, seized the sword by handle, and drew it out effortlessly. He rushed back to his brother and handed the sword to him, breathless with excitement. "You are back very soon," Sir Kay said to him. "But hey, this is not my sword." "No, it isn't," smiled Arthur. "I thought it would take me too long to get home and bring your sword. I found this sword in the churchyard. It looked good and I thought you could use it just for today." "We will, of course, put it back when the games are over." Sir Kay stood speechless, staring at his younger brother. He knew all about the magic sword and what it signified, but Arthur was unaware of it all. Arthur had always been a brave and valiant boy, and he had excelled in fencing and archery. He ordained his father and his half-brother, and his dream was to become the squire to his dashing brother. And now, without even knowing what he impiled, Arthur had drawn the magic sword from the stone. Kay's mind was working rapidly. He actually held the sword of the stone in his hand, the very same sword that the strongest and best knights could not so much as get hold of. Sir Kay seized the sword and ran to his father, leaving a bewildered Arthur behind him. He said to his Sir Ector, Father, this is the sword of the stone, and I have it in my hand. I am the rightful king of Britain." Sir Ector was a wise man. "How did you get hold of this sword, son?" he asked his eldest born. "What does that matter? I have it in my hand. It was meant to be mine. Isn't that enough? Kate retorted angrily. That's not enough, said the father quietly. How did you get hold of this sword? I've got it, and that's what matters, Kay replied, stubborn as ever. Well then, come with me, Sir Rector said, and led his son inside the great church, which was now empty. On the holy book that you drew the sword from the stone? Sir Kay lowered his eyes. He could not face his father now. How did you come by the sword, son? Sir Rector asked him once again. Arthur brought it to me, father said, Kay, still with his eyes lowered. Bring Arthur here and let the three of us go to the churchyard. Sir Rector told him, we have to know the truth about this. Soon the three of them were at the churchyard. Put the sword back on its anvil, Sir Rector said to Kay. But try as he might, Kay could not put the sword back. He struck the anvil and slid off the block. Arthur saw what was happening and thought that his father was angry with him because he thought the sword was stolen. Sir Rector had always told his sons what matters most for a knight is integrity, being honest and truthful at all times on all occasions. Arthur stepped forward impulsively. Here, let me put it back, he said. And taking the mighty sword from his elder brother, he thrust it back on the anvil and it slipped in neatly. I assure you, father, I did not steal the sword. Kay needed a sword urgently and I did not want to keep him waiting. Rather than ride all the way home, I decided to take the sword which I found in the churchyard. And see, it is back in the place now. I fully intend to put it back in the place after the tournament. And glancing at his brother, he added, I am sure that is why Kay would have told me to do. Wouldn't you, brother? Sir Kay did not speak a word. Although, Arthur, I believed you, said Sir Rector. Now let me see you draw that sword out as you did the first time. First you, Kay. But try as he might, Kay could not so much as grip the handle, and he could not move the sword however hard he tried. Now it is your turn, Arthur, said Sir Ector sternly. Arthur gripped the handle of the sword and drew the sword out gently but firmly. Sir Ector made him repeat the action again and again. Each time Arthur gripped the handle and drew the sword out, without any hesitation. Sir Ector was overwhelmed. He fell on his knees before his young son, who held the mighty sword in his hand, and bowed his head in deep devotion. Wordlessly, Kay followed his example. Arthur jumped back in surprise. Father, why do you kneel before me? Am I not your son? That is what I had thought until now, Sir Ector replied, but now I know better. I know whose son you are. You are the son of the good King Arthur, Pendragon, and I bow to you, as you are the King of Britain now. How could that be? You and I know that I was an orphan boy entrusted to your care. Silently, Sir Ector pointed to inscription on the stone which Arthur had not seen until now. Whoso pulleth out this sword is by right the birth king of England. But it can't be me, father. I am your son and I shall always remain your son. There was a flash of light and Merlin appeared before them, a hooded figure with bright shining eyes and a bewitching smile. Lovingly, he laid his hand on Arthur's head and said to him, Indeed, I was the one who entrusted you to good Sir Ector, for your own safety. Your father and I knew that great danger lay ahead for the kingdom in yourself. No sooner than you were born, your father blessed you and handed over to me, with the solemn request that you would take your rightful place on the throne of England when it was safe for you to do so. Turning to Sir Ector, Merlin said, In the name of the late King Arthur, I thank you. You have done a splendid job of bringing up the heir to British throne. Now you must inform the Archbishop and your fellow knights of all that has happened here. I shall await your return. Forthwith, Sir Ector called upon the Archbishop and all the lords assembled at the tournament. Holding Arthur by the hand, he announced to the assembly, "Behold the rightful king of England." For a moment there was silence, and then the crowd burst out in angry protest. "How can we believe you? Who is this unknown boy? Where did he come from? How is he any better than one of us?" The archbishop took them all to the churchyard. The entire assemblage was in awe as Arthur inserted the sword in the anvil and drew it out effortlessly. Some of the lords and knights also tried to draw the sword but failed to do so. Again and yet again Arthur drew the sword from the stone before his people. Each time cheers went up, and each time more and more knights drew their swords and held them high in a gesture of loyalty to their newfound prince. Loud cheers rose from the common people who had surrounded the churchyard, eager to greet their new king. Now Merlin stepped out of the shadows and addressed the crowds. "Behold, O people of Britain, I present to you the one and only son of King Arthur, Pendragon, and his queen. He is your rightful king." Word meanings. Archbishop. An archbishop is a bishop or priest of the highest rank. Merlin. In the legends of King Arthur, Merlin is portrayed as a great wizard who helped, achieved, and guided Arthur. Merlin, with the help of the archbishop, had arranged the sword and the stone so the Britain would get its rightful king. Questions. Question number 1. Read the passage, underline the new words, guess their meanings from the context, verify it from a good dictionary. 2. Put the following events in chronological order. A. The sword and the stone appeared in the churchyard. B. Lord Arthur died. C. Lord Arthur drove the barbarians away. D. The lords and knights began to fight for the kingdom. E. Sir Kay left his sword behind at home. F. Merlin announced that Arthur was the son of Lord Arthur. Arthur brought the sword from the churchyard. H. Ancient Britain was invaded by wild barbarians. I. Many knights tried to pull the swords out of the stone. J. Arthur grew up in Sir Ector's house. K. Merlin entrusted a baby to Sir Ector. 3. What do the following events actions tell us about the characters? Discuss. A. The archbishop announced that everyone was free to try his hand at the sword and called all the lords to the tournament. B. Arthur agreed to bring Sir Kay a sword at once. C. Sir Ector asked Sir Kay to show him whether he could draw the sword out of the stone. D. Sir Ector kneeled before Arthur. 4. Write 5 words each with the suffix less, li, ness, with the prefix un and in. 5. Visit a library, read the stories of King Arthur and his knights of the Round Table.
स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आप सही तरीके से अपने वीडियोस यहाँ पर हर रोज भेज रहे हो, आपके चारों वीडियोस आ रहे हैं, तो हर हफ्ते आपके लिए एक स्पेशल गिफ्ट हम यहाँ पर आपको देंगे, राइट। और मंथली अगर आप कंसिस्टेंटली अपने वीडियोस हमें भेज रहे हो और चेक हो रहा है, और जो भी बच्चा सबसे अच्छा स्कोर करेगा पूरे मंथ में, उसे एक बहुत ही बेहतरीन गिफ्ट दिया जाएगा। सो प्लीज़ आपके गिफ्ट के लिए नहीं, आपके एजुकेशन के लिए, और पर्सनलाइज्ड एजुकेशन ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पे, और वो भी फ्री में, राइट। सो प्लीज़ आपको क्या करना है, वीडियो को एंड तक देखना है, आपको अच्छे तरीके से हर रोज़ वीडियोस को सुनना है और अपने वीडियोस बना करके अच्छे से अच्छे तरीके से भेजना है, राइट। अभी आपको मैं कुछ सच्चाई बताता हूँ। जैसे देखिए यहाँ पर ये स्कूल में आप क्या कर रहे हो, राइट। 50-60 स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में बैठे हो। ये है ट्यूशन आपका, ट्यूशन में भी यही हो रहा है, 50-60 स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में आप बैठे हो। टीचर्स पढ़ाना चाहते हैं, इसमें कोई दूसरी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, टीचर्स पढ़ाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन इतने सारे बच्चों को एक साथ टीचर नहीं पढ़ा सकते हैं। सबकी बातें, हर बात सबके लिए नहीं सुन सकते हैं वो, राइट। और उनको ग्रेड भी नहीं कर सकते हैं, तो वो ओवरऑल क्या करते, क्वेश्चन आंसर्स के पीछे पड़ जाते हैं। हम ये नहीं बोल रहे कि स्कूल नहीं बराबर करता या ट्यूशन्स बराबर नहीं करते, प्रॉब्लम है वहाँ पर। वहाँ ज़्यादा बच्चे एक साथ आने की वजह से अच्छी क्वालिटी मेंटेन इन करना प्रॉब्लम है, और यहाँ पर टेक्नोलॉजी की मदद से आप अपने समय पे सारे वीडियोस बना करके सीख करके मुझे भेज सकते हो। हमारा टीम आपके सारे वीडियोस को चेक करेगा और जो टाइम बैरियर है मल्टीप्लाई हो जाता है। आप अपने टाइम पे काम करते हो, टीचर्स अपने टाइम पे काम करते हैं, आपकी क्वालिटी कंट्रोल में आती है, आप कितना अच्छे से सीख रहे हो, समझ रहे हो, ये सब कुछ समझ में आ जाता है। आपका पढ़ाई इंप्रूव होगा बच्चों, आप जब सारी चीज़ों की रीडिंग, राइटिंग, एक्सप्लेनेशन, राइट, सो ये सारी चीज़ें जब आप करोगे धीरे धीरे तो डेफिनेटली आपका पढ़ाई में इम्प्रूवमेंट आएगा। आप बहुत अच्छे से हर चैप्टर को समझ पाओगे, हर लैंग्वेज में इम्प्रूवमेंट आएगा, आपके समझने में इम्प्रूवमेंट आएगा, आपके बोलने में इम्प्रूवमेंट आएगा। सो प्लीज़ पर्सनलाइज्ड एजुकेशन की तरफ आप जुड़िए, और उसके लिए सिंपली करना कुछ नहीं है आपको। ये जो वेबसाइट पे आपको डाइवर्ट किया जाएगा, नीचे वेबसाइट का लिंक दिया गया है डिस्क्रिप्शन में, वहाँ पर आप क्लिक करिए। वहाँ पर आपका मोबाइल नंबर रजिस्टर करना है, उसके बाद में आपको एक मोबाइल नंबर पे व्हाट्सएप पे एक लिंक आएगा, उस लिंक में जो डिटेल्स मांग रहे हैं वो फिलअप करिए। उसके बाद में आपको पूरी ट्रेनिंग दी जाएगी, किस तरीके से आपको लॉगिन करना है, किस तरीके से आपको जो है सीखना है, अपने वीडियोस रिकॉर्ड करने और हमें भेजना है। थोड़ा 1-2 दिन परेशानी होगा, लेकिन 1-2 दिन के बाद में जब आप परफेक्ट हो जाओगे, हमारे टीचर्स आपको फॉलो अप करते रहेंगे, वो हेल्प करेंगे आपकी जब तक आप परफेक्ट नहीं होते हो। और फिर हर रोज़ डे में आप पूरा जो भी सब्जेक्ट आपको दिया गया है टाइम टेबल के हिसाब से उस वीडियो को आप सुनोगे, वो सारी चीज़ें आप करोगे। करने के बाद हमें वीडियो भेजोगे, हम उसे चेक करेंगे और शाम को आपका रिपोर्ट आपके पेरेंट्स के पास होगा। तो बहुत ही मज़ेदार तरीके से हम आपको पढ़ाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन उसके लिए आपको हमारे साथ जुड़ना होगा और तब जा कर के आपकी मदद हम कर पाएंगे, राइट। सो उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप हमसे जुड़ोगे और ये चैनल सबके साथ शेयर करोगे, ताकि आपके सारे दोस्त जो है इस चैनल पर आए और आप सब लोग एक साथ मिलकर के इस चैनल पे सीखो और एक दूसरे के ग्रोथ को भी चेक कर पाओ, ठीक है। तो हमारे वेबसाइट पे ऐसा पूरा पोर्टल में सिस्टम दिया गया है कि आप अपने दोस्त के साथ कॉम्पीट कर सकते हो, चेक कर सकते हो कि आपका दोस्त कितना अच्छा कर रहा है। सो प्लीज़ पर्सनलाइज्ड एजुकेशन को जोड़िए, ये चैनल सब्सक्राइब करिए और आगे बढ़ते जाइए। ऑल द बेस्ट।